Hey everyone, it's Brielle, I'm back. So as you can see, I have a whole new setup so you can actually see the cards now. I like this setup. I had box lights like from Amazon, and so I have one box light right here, and there's this like overhead rig that I never really use, but it's perfect for the tripod attachment so you can actually see the cards as I'm, showing you them. So it's not like that weird side angle anymore. And with this box light, you can actually see the cards a little clearer in this bad dorm room lighting, okay? So I decided to do a nice little general message, okay, so another pick a card as usual, and this time I'll be using tea leaf fortune cards that my friend Jen got me as a gift. I read with her a lot, so she got me these awesome cards. It's like you have to shuffle it in a bag and everything. So like there's like a little stack for each of them. I think one of them had a few more cards than the other. I wasn't really counting, it's just whatever cards wanted to come out, okay? And then we have the normal Shadowscape Tarot deck. I have 4 cards for that. We're just gonna pull some general messages. It could be love related, it could be career related, it could be family, friend related, whatever, whatever is you're drawn to, there'll be some messages for you, anything you need to know. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with pile number 1, okay? Alright, so pile number 1, this tiger's eye bracelet. Let's start with the Shadowscape Tarot first, as usual. Alright, so Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and 8 of Swords. And the tea leaf, we have Pale, time to get out of a situation. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. Fair woman, dealings or relationships with a fair woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcomes to a problem. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. All right, so we're gonna like look at this after we look at the main ones, okay? I just wanted to show you what the tea leaf cards said, okay? So for the overall energy with the Page of Pentacles, there's a lot of water here. You guys could have earth in your chart, air in your chart, and water sign in your chart as well. But with the Page of Pentacles, this is like the page is like a very like immature energy. It's like the beginning of something, like about to get something. Some of you guys could be entering a new job or recently got a job, okay? It's like entry level. All right, these are like new opportunities, new jobs, financial opportunity, manifestation, okay? You could be manifesting something, all right? For some of you, it could be love related, all right? But this is something that you kind of always wanted with the 9 of Cups. This is like the wish fulfillment card, okay? And then right next to it with the Ace of Cups, I just see like overwhelming feelings, okay? They're not being repressed, okay? Maybe there was a time where they were, because the 8 of Swords, so there's probably like this moment when you kind of felt like you were stuck, all right? Or let's see, another thing I'm getting is you could be, for a lot of you this could just be love related, because this is the only card that has like money stuff, although there is stuff here. But you guys could just be manifesting a stronger relationship, like an emotional bond with someone, or just manifesting something that you've kind of always wanted, something you feel like is meant for you. You are very passionate about it, like something that is like very close to your heart. So it could be a career that you thought was really close to your heart, but I feel like maybe at the moment mentally you feel stuck. There's this kind of like victim mentality with the 8 of Swords. It's like feeling like you can't go anywhere else. It's like self-imposed restriction, self-imposed imprisonment, isolation, okay? But that right next to the Ace of Cups, I kind of feel like I feel like maybe you're just coming out of this, or you're currently still doing this, like repressing feelings. Like there are a lot of feelings that you have on about something, about someone. It could be with a fair woman, you know, blonde, gray, or white hair. If it's in the reverse, if you're a guy, you know, you could have, you know, blonde, gray, or white hair, or, you know, guy or girl, but that's just saying that you're dealing with someone with that, okay? So it could be like a relationship with a fair woman, okay? And even if it's not hair color, it could just be pale skin, you know, something like that. But I feel like you are dealing with that. Let's look at this. So the pale, time to get out of a situation, which very well corresponds with the Eight of Swords. I just feel like you mentally just kind of feel like you are stuck, because this is the realm of thought, okay? Like it's like you want to achieve something, you're manifesting something, but right now you feel stuck. So I feel like right now you're not really where you want to be, you know? This manifestation thing you've probably been doing for a while, you know. I feel like it's processing, it's building up, okay? But there was some temporary setback, okay? Because these are all minor arcana cards, so it's like it's something that maybe you're just in a temporary situation right now that you are trying to get out of, or this manifestation will happen soon for you, okay? Sorry, I'm a little jumbled right now reading this. It's like there are a couple different messages that are trying to like come out to me right now for this. All right, but like let's just look at these tea leaf fortune cards, just kind of clarify some stuff. I can pull some clarifier cards too. So yeah, things not always be this way, change is coming, and then time to get out of a situation. I definitely feel like that is saying that, you know, right now where you are is not really where you want to be. Like you're about to embark on something, you're about to get a new opportunity, whether it's financially or love related. It's about to be something that you kind of have been wishing for, you've been manifesting, but I feel like there actually are some repressed emotions. So like disregard what I said earlier about them not being repressed. You know, you could be getting out of that, and for some of you, you could have already dealt with that, you know. But I just feel like, you know, if not repressed emotions, it's more like, you know, you have these overwhelming feelings, you know about them, you're sure about them, you're sure about your emotions and everything like that, but at the same time you kind of feel like you don't really know how to make the next step, you don't know how to move forward with it, okay? I feel like you might have some new ideas. This crib card, birth or conception of a child or enterprise, don't get worried, you know, like it's not necessarily a pregnancy scare type of thing. This kind of reminds me of the Empress card, you know, so maybe just like new ideas, you know, like something is being reborn, you know. It reminds me of the Judgment card. All right, let's see. For some of you, I feel like, yeah, this situation, you were involved with a fair woman. Again, it could be fair hair or fair skin, whatever, but I feel like you're dealing with this fair woman that isn't really doing you any good. You know, like you need to get out of this situation with her, because like it's like time to get out of a situation. Things will not always be this way, change is coming, and then like unsuccessful outcome to a problem. It's almost like you tried to run away from your problems, or from like what your actual feelings are, whatever. With this, you know, like you could have like maybe be dating this person, and it was kind of like an escape route. Like, you know, like maybe there's someone you actually have stronger feelings for, but you're kind of just involved with this person. But it's like, be careful like to get out of that, because like they could end up, you know, getting pregnant. So just be careful, use protection, be safe. You know, they could even be lying about, you know, pregnancy as well, you know. But it's just like an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I just feel like trying to like find some escape route or whatever with this person, it's not really working out. It actually ended up making things worse, you know, and now you feel stuck in this situation, this relationship with this fair woman, okay? So like I was saying, how the crib thing could also just relate to ideas. The Sunrise card, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. It's similar, like a fresh start, just like a newborn baby, okay? So this could just be figuratively, not literally. So don't worry about like a pregnancy scare. Obviously still use protection, you know, but like if you're like, I don't have sex, I'm celibate, I'm a virgin, whatever, then, you know, this could also just be about like just ideas, okay? So I feel like you might have a new idea to kind of get out of this situation, all right? And that like transitions to valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So I feel like whatever this new idea is, and that it could be something that is career money related, it's actually going to be very successful for you. And then maybe it's something that you came up with a long time ago, because this is the financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So yeah, it's definitely something that you've been manifesting, all right? So I feel like for whoever chose this deck, it's like a combination of money issues and relationship issues, okay? So on one hand, if it's like, it could just be like maybe you were working with someone, a fair woman, you know, like you were working with someone that fits this description that was kind of like keeping you stuck, and you actually want to venture off to a new career. Like maybe they're taking advantage of you, maybe you're their assistant or something. Like I just see like an entry-level job, you work for this person and they're kind of like making your life miserable, and you feel like you have to take the necessary steps, you know, entry level with this person, with this woman. But in reality, it's like, do you like, can you move forward, can you do something else? This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, because I just feel like this energy isn't you. It's like you feel stuck because of this energy, but it's not you that's imposing it, okay? I feel like you could be a water sign, you could be an earth sun, and especially like I'm getting that with like the sunrise, like the new creative ideas. This could be like the sun sign, and this is like manifesting and just like things that are new. So I feel like you could be an earth sign, like as your main sign, okay? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? And then you could have water in your chart, like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Moon, and Rising, all right? For some of you, and you could be dealing with an air sign that's kind of making you miserable. Like you kind of like, you almost made like a deal with the devil, basically. Like whether it's a relationship or a romantic thing, you are involved with this person who I feel like is an air sign. They have air in their chart. They're fair, you know, fair skin or fair hair. That has just been like making things a lot harder than it seems. And I feel like you know that it's like this problem is not going to get any better with this person. It's time to just kind of break away from them. Break away from the situation, stop working for them, stop being involved with them, because it's not really doing you any good, okay? I feel like you're going to have like a whole new idea, maybe a whole new business like with the enterprise. Some of you might be like, might be entrepreneurs, you know, like you're your own boss, you work for yourself, maybe you're in a type of business where you are your own boss, like freelancing or something, and you're going to come up with some new idea that's going to kind of break you free from this person. It's going to actually bring you a lot of money and a lot of success, okay? Now let's just get some more cards, all right? So thank you, Spirit. So let's just pull a couple more like clarifier cards, extra information for pile number 1. Because is this more business related? Is this relationship related? Is it both? Like what's going on here? Pile number 1. Oh. 2 of Wands, so that's like future planning. That's still kind of general with this. It could be money or, you know, love related. It just depends on who's picking it, okay? 4 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it could be something about a relationship, you know? It could be like a karmic connection. The 4 of Wands is like the twin flame card, but in the reverse, it's like a breakdown in communication. That's also like a marriage card. In the reverse, it's like, you know, a breakdown in marriage, like almost like a divorce type of thing, you know? So yeah, it could be like a relationship that you're not really, you know, invested in anymore. It's clarifying with the King of Cups. Definitely I feel like you guys have water in your chart, like heavy in your chart. You could be an earth sign, sun, and then have like water everywhere else, like, you know, a water, moon, rising, Venus, you know? Definitely look up your birth chart, you know? Just so you can, you know, resonate more with these readings and everything. I feel like you guys are males, okay, because the King of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, I just feel like definitely the whole future planning aspect, and then with the King of Cups in the reverse, that's kind of like, it's like, let's see, emotional manipulation, moodiness, and volatility. So I feel like you definitely feel like you're being manipulated by this person, okay? You could be manipulating them as well. Some of you definitely could be a Virgo with the Hermit in the reverse, okay? There is this isolation that's going on. It's like you're kind of like searching within, but it's making you distant from other people, maybe from this person as well. Just like this whole feeling of being distant, okay? And let's pull another card. Yeah, Four of Cups in the reverse. So let's double check that. Four of Cups in the reverse. That's like missed opportunity, okay? Being aloof. So I feel like for a lot of you, you almost feel like you missed an opportunity with like someone else or something else, like different job, different person. For some of you, it could literally be both. Like you could be dealing with a career venture and a love venture at the same time. I feel like it's mainly love related, you know, but it doesn't always have to be. It's just something you're very emotional about, something that like, you know, you could be very passionate, like very emotionally passionate about your career, like something that you love, you see yourself doing, you want to do it, you know, and yeah, again, this could be a boss, this could be a girlfriend, whatever, but just someone that you're dealing with, like, they're just kind of making things worse, and you know you have to get out of it, but I just feel like there was a missed opportunity maybe with someone else, like, maybe, like, there's someone that you actually, like, really love, you know, you really want to be with, but you've been distant from them, you haven't really spoken to them in, like, maybe a year or so, or over a year, because the Major Arcana does talk about, like, time-wise, it's, like, a year, okay, and like for feelings and everything, Cups is like months. So yeah, it could have been something that's been happening for a few months, like, you know, you just been like maybe a few months ago you were like, there's something else that I really want and I don't have it yet, and I really want to like do something, and then like the Swords is kind of like, no, you know, the Swords is like, nope, you can't do that. I think it's like Wands are days, okay? Maybe for the past couple days you kind of had like your head screwed on straight and you're like, okay, now I have an idea, you know? Yeah, Cups are months. I think Swords are like weeks, you know? But I'm not really getting the specific time for Swords, and then like Pentacles are years. Alright, but like I said, it's mainly the Major Arcana, which talks about years. So it's just like, I just feel this energy of being withdrawn for the past couple years from someone, you know, not really talking to them, not really interacting with them, but you kind of feel like it was a missed opportunity. You feel like you should have talked to them, you should have reached out to them, you should have taken that job offer, and you're kind of like regretting it. So, you know, because you were kind of looking within, you were fixing your soul, it had nothing really to do with them, but all to do with you, and in like, you know, finding yourself, trying to adjust, okay? Like trying to like align like your chakras, align your spirit, you know, like just like this inner work that had to be done, this inner growth, okay? And like while I was shuffling, I saw the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, so I feel like for a lot of you it was just something that happened, an external force in your life that actually like impacted you on like a deeper level, okay? But it was something that was kind of out of your control. It was something that I feel like was a tangible thing. It could have been something with home, okay? The Four of Wands in the reverse was talking about breakdown in home. Maybe some of you guys like lost your house, you know, maybe had to move, okay? Maybe it was something you have like a really strong emotional attachment to, but you kind of had to say goodbye to it for some reason, you know? Maybe for some of you it's like a childhood home, okay? This is like family, because I'm getting that a lot of you guys are like kind of young, or like young adults, teenagers, whatever, but it's not necessarily like, you know, like young enough that like you probably still rely on like, you know, parents or guardians to take care of you somewhat, you know. Maybe you're like about to get out of that, you're about to like, you know, again, you're starting a job, you're starting to make your own money, but you're still like in that like, you know, dependence from like your parents, like you still rely on them heavily for like money and everything like that, okay? Let's see. But yeah, like maybe like they sold your childhood home, Again, maybe that was like a year or so ago, a couple years ago, and it affected you in like you had trouble prioritizing things, so it kind of made you like slow down. It almost like made you feel like, I kind of feel like almost depressed in a way, like you didn't really know like what else to do, how to move forward, you know, with this person, this situation, so you kind of ran away from it. But now it's time to get out of that situation because it's not really doing you any good. Okay? And like, yeah, with the broken bridges, it's kind of like, I'm just thinking like, you know, burning bridges. So I feel like you're going to burn bridges with this person. Like, you know, it's like, because you can't really see like how their expression, it's just like a blank expression, so it depends on you. This person could be a negative influence in your life, or maybe you do like them, you know, friend wise or whatever, but not necessarily like relationship, not necessarily business. But I just feel like some of you might kind of like say goodbye to this person and just have them out of your life for good, you know, like just like a burning bridges, like, you know, like once you cross it, you don't want to deal with them anymore. All right, I'm gonna look for some more cards as well from the Tea Leaf Oracle. All right, so let's pile number 1. What other messages? Astral house, months, important dates, important people. What else? It's pile number 1. You need to know about the situations, general message, home, family life, external forces getting in the way, isolating themselves, people that they're dealing with, whether relation-wise or money-wise. What else can I pull for pile number 1? What else can I pull for pile number 1? Astral house, wealth. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you guys are coming into your own money. Throne, position of authority. Yeah, being your own boss, like I said. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, just a lot of jumbled thoughts. I feel like you guys think about a lot of different things. There's just so much that's like consuming your mind. You're probably a lot of overthinkers as well, which probably has caused you to look within, be withdrawn, because there's just so much to, like, you know, take on right now. What else? Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Let's see. And vase, secret admirer. I gotta put all these together, so let me just do. It's a long reading. It's gonna be a long reading. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. All right. Oh, also rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. And I'm seeing lobster. Financial pinch. I'm kind of thinking of like Phoebe from Friends going like, oh, she's your lobster, you know? But okay, so let's look at this. So you had, because you have to kind of read them in order too. So yeah, I do see wealth coming your way. You might be getting a position of authority, okay? Or maybe like a position of authority, like they are hiring you, you know, for a job, like they want to take you under their wing or something, but there is some unclear thinking. I feel like it's kind of putting you in some type of trouble or accusations, you know? Or maybe like almost like this like paranoid feeling of just like not really trusting people around you, okay? But you do have a secret admirer, okay? You have a secret admirer. You could also be someone's secret admirer as well. Or you're having trouble with a secret admirer. You know? Like, you could be dealing with someone who, like, you maybe have had feelings for a long time or something, and maybe, I feel like some of you could be accusing someone of being a secret admirer. Like, maybe like someone that you consider a friend or something, you know. So I kind of see like the accusation being like, you like this person, or, you know, like you admire this person, you're not going to admit it, whatever. It's like, you know, it's like muddled, unclear thinking. It's like, it's almost like you get a lot of downloads, you get a lot of messages, you know. It could be from the position of authority. Position of authority could be like a spirit guide, you know, like just giving you a bunch of messages in your, you know, in your sleep or something. And like with all these messages, like a lot of like very detailed dreams that you're getting with all these messages, you're starting to pick things up, and you're just like, okay, there's a secret admirer for this person I'm into, whatever. Or, you know, this person is my secret admirer, like I have a secret admirer, you know, getting those two different messages. But like, I just feel like one of these instances, you're not so happy about it. You know that, you know, someone has feelings for someone that they shouldn't be, like a close friend or something. And like, you kind of want to accuse them, but you don't really have a full answer. You don't have a full story from them, okay? You don't fully know the story, but at the same time, you're getting all these messages, but you don't know what's true and what's delusionary. So you're kind of just like, you know, you want to make the accusation. I feel like part of you, like, you're right, but you don't want to just jump out of nowhere and make that accusation, okay? And then a meeting with a stranger could be important. It's like, look at that. It's like the earth right here, and then the clouds and the moon right there. So I feel like it's almost like an otherworldly type of person. Like maybe someone who's like very spiritual. Maybe, yeah, someone who is meant to kind of just like fall into your lap. Like someone that's just kind of like meant to show up out of nowhere to just kind of give you a message, okay? Like someone that's almost like sent, you know, from like the gods, sent from your guides, and they're going to give you a message that'll kind of clear things up, you know? They'll give you a message to kind of clear things up, and for the other half of you, for the other some of you, it could just be someone, the person who's going to come in and offer you a job as well, you know? Like maybe you meet them, and you know, like they're just like a chill person, you're not really like thinking much of it, but then you realize they're actually a position of authority, and like then they're just like, wait a minute, this person is actually like, they know their stuff. I like their work ethic, I like their ideas, so I want to kind of like, you know, I want to pull them in and hire them to work for me or something, you know? And maybe like with these cards, maybe you're like trying to decide if you should take it or not. Maybe hoping they're not like a shark or something. You might not trust them right off the bat. Okay? I think that's all I'm getting for pile number 1. Okay, so yeah, there are a bunch of different messages, whatever's going to resonate with you. Okay? Alright. So thank you, pile number 1. That was a really interesting reading though. Okay? Nice long reading. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright. So let's move on to pile number 2. Red bracelet. Alright. Pile number 2. So the Hierophant in the reverse, this Taurus energy, the Sun, a lot of major arcana cards. 5 of Wands in the reverse, Page of Cups. First deck had Page of Pentacles, now you have Page of Cups. Alright, the Tea Leaf Oracle. I'm not going to use these to clarify until after I read this because it kind of confused me the first part, but Grasshopper, the situation, the balance that require careful handling. Oh, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Bowl, plenty of material things. Scales, keep your life in balance. Another, that's like 2 cards about balance. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Months of the year, November. That could be a birthday, that could be something that's happening in November, all right? Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Vine, seek out information that will help you, which nicely corresponds with that. And then lastly, Cane, pay attention to your health. All right, so let's look at these cards first. We're gonna come to these cards afterwards, you know, make it less confusing because this is a new deck. All right, so the two major arcana cards taking up something. Off the bat, this could be something you've been dealing with for the past like year, couple years too, because major arcanas are years, like I said to the first deck. But the overall energy being the Hierophant in the reverse, this is restrictions, challenging the status quo. All right, the Sun card is always positive outcomes, warmth, success, positivity, and vitality. Okay, Five of Wands in the reverse. Conflict avoidance and increased focus on goals. And then the Page of Cups is like, it's like a messenger, okay, creative beginnings and synchronicity. So I kind of feel like with all these cards together, they're mainly positive, okay? I feel like you're definitely going to be focusing a lot more on your own work, your own goals, like this month maybe, or next month in November, okay? I kind of see like this rebellious type of energy with you guys. Like, I feel like you like to kind of go with the flow, you know? You don't like to do things like conventionally, like how other people might expect you to do. But I feel like all these times when you are a rebellious person and you more so, you know, march by the beat of your own drum, it actually ends up making you very successful, okay? So it's like there's like a method to your madness in a type of way, okay? I feel like it's definitely something to applaud, okay? So yeah, because this like is looking pretty positive. So yeah, definitely increased focus on goals, new beginnings, all right? This Page of Cups, Cups is like more like, that's like emotional front and everything like that. But let's see, because the Page of Cups, yeah, a strong imagination, okay? So yeah, I feel like you guys have a very strong imagination. You're very creative people, okay? Because yeah, that is creative beginnings. So you might be like doing new projects, you know, stuff like that. And maybe it's something that like, you know, people probably told you can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, some of you could be female, okay? It could be something that's like predominantly like a male thing, you know, like something that like maybe isn't seen for your gender or whatever, you know? But I just feel like if anyone has any type of thing that's like, oh no, like that's not what you should be doing, you should be doing something else, you're gonna kind of prove them wrong and be like, I know what I'm doing, I have the skill set, I'm very focused on my goals, I'm a very goal-oriented person, and no matter what I do, if I set my mind to it, I come out very successful with it. It's like I know what I'm doing, you know, just that energy of like, I know what I'm doing, okay? So let's look at these real quick, and then I'll get some clarifier cards for this in a minute, but let's look at these, all right? So, okay. These cards next to each other, I feel like, let me just lay it out like this so I can like read it in order. All right. So situations in the balance that require careful handling, it could be materialistic things. So you could be like maybe having to balance out money issues that some of you may be having. You may be dealing with money, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting with that. Money related problems. Okay? You need to go about it in a careful way. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Plan out your finances more, plan out your ideas more, and you will get success again with that, you know, the Sun card there too. I just feel like you guys definitely are just types of people that are like, you know, you're bound for success no matter what you do, no matter what you set your mind to, and, you know, it's like, again, there's just a method to your madness. Like, it might be something that people might not think you're going to be successful with, but you end up proving them wrong every time, okay? This could be taking place in November. Some of you could be born in November, okay? So you could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, okay? You don't have to be. It could just be something that's taking place in November, okay? So, like, yeah, next month, I just feel like you may be finding a little more balance, okay? Balance with work, balance with ideas, just situations in general, okay? But I also feel like something like a disappointment in a friend or a lover. If you guys are in a relationship, there could be something like a romantic relationship. There could be something with that person that's going to be a little disappointing to you. It could be like a breakup or something, you know, whatever this is, it's going to be a little disappointing, obviously, because it says disappointment. It's going to kind of knock you down a peg for like a minute, you know, but I feel like you're gonna overcome it, you know, just persevere, just work your way through it, focus on other things, increase your focus on goals, and you'll get out of that situation, okay? If it's a relationship like with a friend, you know, maybe like a little argument or something you have to kind of overcome, okay, in the month of November. So the Cup, you should accept valid criticism with seek out information that will help you, okay? So I feel like your creative ideas, you know, you're going to get a lot of feedback, maybe from people in your field, people that, you know, work closely with you, okay, friends, whatever. They're going to give you valid criticism for your thing, because I feel like they know that you can do a lot better, so they're going to kind of critique some things and help you out with that type of stuff. Okay, seeking out information that will help you, like, again, like this is vital information that will help you. Is not to hinder you, is not to knock you down a peg, it's actually going to help you. So just listen to that advice, listen to that criticism that you're going to receive from other people. Again, in the month of November, just pay close attention to the month of November, see if this resonates for that, or if that's your birth month, whatever, or someone else's birth month, maybe your friend's birth month, okay? Criticism, maybe like, you know, Thanksgiving, if you're American, like something that happens in Thanksgiving and you're pitching it or telling your family about it, and then they're like, oh, like maybe they have like the same type of creativity that you do, maybe they're in that type of field, and they're like, oh no, I don't like how you did that, maybe you should do this, maybe you should change this up, whatever, and part of you are just like, oh my god, stop telling me what to do, I'm trying to do things on my own. But it's like, no, take their advice, take their criticism, because they know more than you do, they are grown adults, whatever, you know, like they raised you, whatever, like they know what they're doing, they're successful people themselves, they're going to help you out. And then also pay attention to your health. I would strongly suggest like going to the doctor, okay? Cane. I kind of just got candy cane for some reason, so some of you maybe you need to go to the dentist, okay? Some of you could be having like a back issue or something with a camel. And then just in cane in general, maybe like there might be a little injury or something, but this is really just saying just go to the doctor. You probably just haven't gotten a checkup in a while, and you're gonna need to do that, okay? Maybe eat a little healthier, you know, watch out for any cavities, whatever, you know, floss, brush your teeth like 2 times a day, whatever it is you do. But yeah, just focus on your health, drink some more water, have some more, like, you know, fruits and vegetables, you know, maybe exercise or get some sleep, you know. Okay, we're going to clarify some of these cards, and we'll pull out some more tea leaf cards for you guys once we get those clarification cards to further clarify some things, okay? So the way how I'm doing this reading is longer, but I feel like you guys are going to get a lot more information, all right? So, thank you, Spirit. So, pile number 2, let's clarify the Hierophant in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. All right, let's clarify the Sun in the reverse. The Moon clarifies the Sun. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Also, this is Pisces energy. Alright, 10 of Wands in the reverse, 1 to pop out. Okay, let's clarify the 5 of Wands in the reverse. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Five of Cups. Weird layout. Okay. So, the Wheel of Fortune talks about like good karma, life cycles, you know, things turning out for the better. It's like the good luck card. Okay? There's cycles you have to like, you know, go through, overcome. Okay, and that's clarifying the Hierophant in the reverse, which is like restricting the status quo, or challenging the status quo, like being kind of rebellious. So yeah, I feel like this is, like I was saying before, this method to your madness tends to always work out for you, even if other people think it's unconventional. Just the things that are unconventional, the things that you do, they help you out in the long run, you know? Okay? It's like maybe something that like you are destined to do that other people are trying to like convince you not to, but it's actually something that is meant to be in your life, something you're meant to do. Okay, so yeah, like this whole challenge in the status quo, you feel this urge to like, you know, challenge what you feel like you're told to do because you know that you're meant for something greater. Okay, like you're meant to be like on this path, and that's the turning point. So it's like, you know that, and that's why you're going after it. So yeah, there's a method to your madness for that. Now clarifying the sun is the moon, which is like illusion, you know, fear. So I feel like you do get in your head sometimes about the success because it might be something unconventional, but like you do know that it's like something that you're meant for. So you're kind of like questioning how you're going to do with it a lot. Like you question the success because like there's just a lot of insecurity on the matter, a lot of like at times where you feel like you can't do it, and you kind of have to like give yourself a little bit of a pep talk, you know? Okay, maybe very defensive. Some of you guys could be Pisces, like I was saying. I just sense this kind of like, you know, you have really great ideas, you know, you're a very innovative person, but then when you get criticism, it kind of like makes you a little defensive, and you get like really like nervous, you like, you know, scared, like you don't like that criticism, but it is necessary, and it's only out to help you because people know that you can do better. Okay, the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, taking on too much and avoiding responsibilities. So I just feel like this is more like, I feel like that's more of a mental thing. So it's like you get so anxious, like you get so much anxiety, you have so many fears, you have so much on your mind, and like, you know, it's like you're trying to handle so many different projects at a time, and it stresses you out, it makes you more defensive, more paranoid, like, you know, it just kind of drives you crazy, and like you just need to kind of take a little bit of a break, take on less projects, focus on more specific things, and not like drive yourself insane. Okay, increased focus on goals, clarified by the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is kind of like, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse is, it's like perfectionism, lacking ambition or focus. So yeah, like I was saying, it's like you try to take on so many things, like you're a total perfectionist, and sometimes it like actually screws you up, you know? I can see some of you guys like you change something so much you actually end up making it worse than it was, you know? I can see like maybe like your work, there's something that you did trying to be perfectionist, trying to make it better, but then like I can just see people being like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you change that? Why, like, it was so much better before, why'd you do that? Like, what was wrong with the first thing? What was wrong with the first whatever? And then it kind of made you feel a little defensive, and you're just like, oh my god, like I really like, I thought this was better, I thought, you know, and they're like, no, it wasn't. You know, go back to how it was, go back to your other setup, go back to your other workspace, your other method of doing this or that, you know, your other schedule, whatever, you know, because like it's like, you know, you got two in your head, but you kind of like changed the motivation for something with lacking ambition or focus. You kind of skewed your focus somewhere else, and it completely took you out of the main idea. Okay, whoever it's going to resonate with it, it took you completely out of the main idea of whatever it was you were doing, And basically you got a lot of criticism for that. Okay, you got a lot of criticism, which makes sense for the tea leaf, and you need to accept criticism and not take it as an insult, because whoever's criticizing you, they know that you could do better, they know that what you did before was better or whatever, and they're basically saying like, stop. Like, stop making unnecessary changes for the sake of perfectionism, because then it just kind of like, it shook up everything else. It kind of messed up the ecosystem of whatever this project is, whatever it is you're doing. Okay, definitely with, you know, something that was creative, you know, some of you guys could be writers, you know, just working on some type of project and you're very focused on it, you want it to turn out great, but you're making like too many unnecessary changes to whatever, and it's like you're kind of fixing what isn't broken, but then while fixing it, like it's like tightening a screw too tight. While you're tightening it too much, you end up breaking it, because like, you know, you tighten it too much, now it's stuck, and now you can't loosen it anymore. Like, you basically broke it, now no one else can use it, you know. So it's like, don't try to fix what isn't broken, because you end up breaking it by trying to fix it when it was never broken to begin with, you know. That reminded me of like Red Foreman from that 70s show, where he's like trying to fix the kitchen table and it was perfectly fine, you know. It's like all he has to do is like throw a sugar packet under the leg to keep it from wobbling, but then he decided to cut the legs down, and then every time he kept trying to fix it, the table ended up being lopsided and everything, and it's like, and then it ended up being like really short, and it's like, stop messing up the table, like it was fine, you know. Like, just like going the hard way about it when all you really had to do, even if you feel it wasn't the best way, all you had to do was just put the sugar packet under the leg and it would have been completely fine. That's all you had to do. Like, it was like, it's like the more conventional method that like everyday people use, and you're like, no, I want to fix this, I want to cut the legs, I want to do this and do that, like I want to do it like the right way, I want to do it the way that I think is better, you know. But then you end up messing it up and making it worse. So don't try to fix things too much and be so picky and so perfectionist to a point where you mess things up, because you will get criticism for doing that. Just keep it like how it is. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay? And then with the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups, okay, so the Five of Cups is like loss, regret, disappointment, bereavement, despair, and all that. I'm just getting more disappointment, okay, and that was clarifying, like the creative beginnings, you know, messenger, whatever. So with that, I mean, at first I was saying, yeah, really creative people, but I'm also just kind of getting like, don't shoot the messenger, okay? So yeah, like I was saying, this type of criticism that you got, you didn't like it, so you're like, you know, the messages that you were getting, the criticism that you were getting, it was disappointing to you, okay? Like, you didn't like what you were hearing. All right, it made you very defensive. It made you very, very annoyed, you know? All right, and then, I mean, let me pull more cards. So about this project, about this thing that they're getting criticism on. Let's get some more information about this matter. Let's get more information about the situation. Any astral house or months or anything that they need to know. Again, something that's taking place in November, like a project or something. You're kind of rushing it, you're being too perfectionist about it. It's kind of throwing you off your game, it's driving you crazy. But what else can we tell this person, these people, for pile number 2? Butterfly, a change for the better. So yeah, like literally for this project, whatever, like maybe certain changes that you're working on with it, a different way to go about doing it or whatever, or, you know, changing something back to how it was because it overall makes it better, you know. This one's come out. Love. Aw. Okay. So some of you guys could also be like getting into a relationship. You could be kind of like, you know, falling in love with someone. Aww. You're falling in love with you. Sorry, I'm not trying to patronize you. Let me stop. Okay. What else? Yeah, so some of you guys, like, because you're very focused on work, you're very focused on your bag, you know, some of you guys actually could also be getting into, like, a little relationship as well. You know, this is, like, a new change, something that's just gonna kind of happen, and, you know, maybe it was in the process of developing for a while, like, maybe it was in caterpillar mode, it was in a cocoon, and now it's going to take place. It could be something that also takes place in November as well, or something that's just happening soon for you, but it's just been developing and now it's going to happen. You know, I don't think it's necessarily something that just kind of bombarded you out of nowhere. Like, I feel like it's going to be something you kind of wanted. You know, it was just in this caterpillar phase, and it's about to, like, come in full bloom, become a little butterfly. What else? Okay. I mean, keep in mind this was in reverse when I pulled it out. It was broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Given that it came out in the reverse, it could be a successful outcome to a problem. But if you're reading it in the upright, yeah, don't try to avoid conflict, okay? Because the Five of Wands, you got that earlier in the reverse. That's like conflict avoidance. You know, don't try too hard to fix something, you know, all that. Desk, pay attention to your work. Okay, so if you're like in a lovebird status, don't forget to still focus on work related stuff, you know. Don't lose your mind over it. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And then finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And then that's like the unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Did you see that? I just like turned and just pointed to it. Yeah, there's gonna be like a warning about a problem either now or in the near future, and there's gonna be an unsuccessful outcome to it. So it's saying like, whatever this is, it will be a change for the better. Okay, and so it's like saying still pay attention to your work, take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. You know, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily has to do with that, but it's like, just focus on work stuff. You will have some type of love related thing happening, or maybe it's just something that you love doing, you know, that you're very passionate about. But I feel like there's something that like, it will be nice, it will be a nice change, but it might distract you a little bit. So just keep focusing on work and this at the same time. Whatever this is, it could be something that's kind of short-lived. Okay, but there is a problem with this. All right. With a shark, it kind of reminds me of like Shark Tank, you know, because like they present something to sharks. But I'm also kind of getting like with shark, almost like predator, you know, predatory, you know, maybe like how it's under the love thing. It's like maybe this could be clarifying that actually, and this could be clarifying this. So it's like maybe something related to work, there will be a change for the better. Maybe you'll come up with the best draft or something. Okay, with love, it's like, watch this. There might be someone that's kind of like hovering, waiting to kind of swoop in and take them from you. A little shark, you know. Maybe someone that likes sharks. I don't know. Shark Tank, a shark. But maybe they're like, nope, that's mine, you know. A little predator that's kind of like, you know, watching, waiting for the right time to just be like, nope, take it, take the bait, you know. You could be like fighting, you know. It could be maybe someone else that is into this person that you're thinking about, whatever. You know, someone that like, that you know, this person has like maybe multiple love interests and you're one of them, and then that other the other person that's like into them or whatever is like, I'm waiting for the right time to kind of swoop in, you know. But it might kind of take you by surprise, so pay attention to that. I feel like this itself will cause a problem. So it's like warning you of a problem, but a problem either now or in the near future. It could be related to a love thing, it could be related to the shark, you know. I feel like it's not really going to work out in your favor. it's like you can enjoy it while it's happening, be in the moment while it's happening, but then it's probably not going to be something that's going to last forever. Just a little thing. So don't let it consume you too much. All right, pile number 2. Damn. All right. Damn, that was very interesting. I hope you enjoyed that, pile number 2. These readings get so specific, it scares me. Anyway, on to pile number 3 at like almost an hour in. How you doing, pile number 3? So, we have the Fool in the reverse, Knight of Cups, 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Carriage, a journey either physical or mental, Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry, Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, Bull, do not back down from an opposition, show strength and fortitude, Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead, Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate, Ooh. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Axe, forces working against you. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Ooh. Dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. And Whale, great worry over nothing. Okay, so that... these, we're going to clarify these after. We're going to look at this first, and then we're going to, do all that stuff. You'll see how I do. All right, so, some of you could be male. This usually is the querent card. It doesn't have to be. I mean, so far it hasn't really been that layout like that for the past couple readings, but I do feel like this energy of like taking a leap of faith, something that's like a risk take, someone's taking a risk, something's taking a risk. I feel like maybe like an offer is about to come towards you, about to come rushing in with the Knight of Cups. That's like a love offer, knight in shining armor, imagination, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't really feel like this is you specifically, because I just feel like someone's gonna come in and swoop you off your feet. They're gonna kind of take the risk and be like, whoosh, I want to be with you. I want you, and that's that type of energy, that type of theme has been happening a lot for pile number 3. All right, so the 6 of Swords, it'll be something, this could be a water sign you're dealing with, something that's gonna kind of let you move on from maybe another person. But I feel like it's going to come back, and there's going to be like a big fight over you. There's going to be a competition happening regarding that. All right. So, I mean, that was pretty, cut to the chase. So now let's look at this. So a journey either physical or mental, control your anger or you'll be sorry, and successfully overcoming a problem. I feel like whatever this is, this little like relationship or something, and with the 7 of Wands just being like competition or something like that, I feel like it will be something that's like, it's gonna be like a total like mental journey. It's gonna be something that like, is meant to happen, but it's gonna like, you're gonna be thinking a lot, overthinking, it might be like some arguments, there might be some arguments, like maybe another person's kind of coming in and like they maybe bring up some old stuff and you kind of just fight with them a little bit, but you have to kind of tone it down, be careful not to like go off the handle with it. All right, successfully overcoming a problem. I feel like whatever this is, it's gonna be fine, it's like such a little superficial type of thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal, it's gonna work out for you in the long run. Do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So whatever the situation is, you're gonna successfully overcome it because you're not going to back down. You're gonna like hold your own and stand in your own, stand your ground. Okay, is something that's like, this is gonna happen slowly. Okay. Or maybe like you're gonna start focusing on other things, and slowly but surely, like just from standing your ground, you're gonna get like a leg up. You're gonna get ahead with this situation, okay? I feel like you're very like, you know, slow and steady wins the race type of people, okay? Maybe something that like you've been waiting for a long time, it's just gonna be starting to take place, okay? Strong emotion, passionate love or hate, okay? Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like this could be like some relationship related thing. It could be someone that's gonna kind of like, maybe someone that was like slowly coming towards you. Like I'm just getting like this reading for you is other people that are around you. So one, you know, getting the two animals, you know, I mean also the three with the dog close up. I just feel like it's kind of like one person is like, you know, slowly like they're taking their time to approach you to tell you like how strong they have really strong feelings for you, like they really have like very passionate love for you, and they took a really long time to tell you. It's like they took their time with it, they're waiting for the right time to come in. But I feel like when they do that, this other person, this bull, is gonna be like, yo, what up? And like it's gonna result in like an argument. It's gonna result in a fight, okay? You know, so what I said before could resonate with some of you, and then for the others, it could be like this situation where it's like people are kind of fighting over you. You know, like one person took their time and they really wanted to tell you how they felt. The other person is like, maybe they already had you, maybe they swooped in first. You know, they actually came in faster, and then they're just like, yo, what are you doing? You know, like you can't do that. Okay, so nest in emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. I feel like I kind of feel like if this is like two people, it's like you're gonna end up making a decision. You're gonna choose the person that is like basically you're gonna end up starting a family with, you know? Alright? And like, yeah, so it might be like a problem, like a love triangle type of problem, you know? Like a little thing like that. And it's gonna kind of throw you for like, you know, throw you in for a loop. But I feel like for some of you, it's something you probably knew was gonna happen. You probably felt it, but it's gonna be something that's like, ooh, shaky. You know, like you maybe you're like, I just got over this person, and now they come back in. You know, like strong feelings, but I feel like you're gonna have feelings for them too. You know, and you do want love. You do want a family. You know, you do want that romance. You know, it's very important to you. So it's like whoever you choose is gonna end up being the person that you're gonna like marry, you know. So it's gonna be like this crazy decision, but with that, it will be like a tough decision, you know, because I feel like you're gonna kind of like both these people. Like you'll be swept by your feet by one person, and the other person you're like in love with, whatever, you have a strong connection with. So yeah, it's gonna be like kind of frustrating trying to figure out like who do I go for, what do I do. But whoever you choose is going to be the right choice, okay? Because, like, the whole great worry over nothing. But let's just, like, keep going how it's going to be. So it's, like, forces working against you next to the feeling tied down or frustrated. And compliments from an admirer are next to this. So, let's see. I almost feel it's like the second something good is happening, like at least with your love life or whatever, from this admirer, you know, out of nowhere, it's just like something just gonna kind of come in and knock it down and be like, no, I want to, you know, and it's gonna frustrate you. You're gonna be like, yo, what the hell do I do? I feel like it's gonna be like, you know, like feeling tied down and frustrated. I feel like you're going to be in a relationship with someone, but then another person, another energy is going to be like, nope, that is not happening. Like it could be like maybe someone that like you're not meant to be with, so like literally like the universe is like trying to break you up, or another person is trying to break you up, and then with that you also have like a secret admirer, or just like an admirer in general that's finally going to like come to you. And look how it comes right under this. So I feel like it was someone who really has feelings for you. They took their time with it, and like, you know, maybe like they're kind of like a homewrecker. In all honesty, they're going to try to homewreck you, you know, and just be like, you know, try to compliment you and everything. Pleasure with a close friend. So yeah, pleasure. Yeah, I feel like this person, they might try to start off just being friends with you, or like, you know, pose as a friend, but then they're gonna be like, you know, really flirty, really complimentary towards you, and like these feelings are gonna kind of like come up, you know, and then you're gonna be kind of deciding between these two people. And that has been like a recurring thing for you guys for pile number 3. But yeah, just deciding between 2 different people. But I just feel like someone's going to get closer and closer to you, and they're going to be like, you know, really flirty, really trying to get to know you and all that, and they're going to be like, you know, complimenting you and everything like that, and then you're going to be like, I don't really know if this is right because I'm with this other person or whatever, but like, you don't hate it, you know, but I feel like it will turn out fine because this is like great worry over nothing. It's like, I feel like you, in the end, you know exactly what needs to be done, okay? Like, you know exactly what you need to do. So with that, the reason why this reading is so long is because after that, I pull clarifying cards for this, and then I pull a couple more cards to clarify that, okay? This is a really long reading, you know, but you're getting a lot of information now, so. Okay, so thank you, Swear. Let's clarify these cards. So clarify the Fool in the reverse for pile number 3. That, do you want to come out? Okay. Page of Wands in the reverse and 10 of Cups. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay, like truth. Clarify the 6 of Swords. King of Wands in the reverse. Clarify the 7 of Wands. The Hierophant in the reverse. Right. Okay. This might be relevant for some of you. These cards want to kind of show up. They're like laying on top of each other. So, you know, you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be dealing with like an earth sign, you know, and then you are like a water sign, but you're kind of like, you know, not trusting your own intuition, not going with your gut feeling or whatever. But let's look at this. So clarifying the Fool in the reverse is the 10 of Cups, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. The 10 of Cups is like happy family, you know, that's like full-on love and all that. And then the Page of Wands in the reverse is like setbacks to new ideas, pessimism, and lack of direction. So yeah, it's like whatever this is, you're taking a risk, and I feel like you're going at it in like a naive way because I feel like, you know, this really isn't something that's meant to be for you. Like this person, they're gonna kind of come in and like tell you their feelings. You're gonna be like, you know, very swift with it. They'll be like, hey, look, you know, like this person clearly is into you, like, hey, I like you, whatever. And like, I feel like, you know, like you're not trusting your intuition, you're kind of ignoring it, but I feel like, you know, you're not really meant to be with this person, but it's kind of like a setback to your actual like real love, you know. It's like a setback. It's gonna be like, you know, a little relationship though. It's gonna be like you're gonna be dating or something, but it's definitely going to set you back from being with the person you're meant to be with, or if anything, it's just kind of going to distract you until this other person finally comes in, because like whoever this tortoise is, they were taking a long time, okay? So yeah, then that Knight of Cups is just someone just gonna kind of swiftly sweep you off your feet and be like, yo, I like you, whatever, and you're just gonna be like, oh really? Like I'm glad that I, you know, I'm not confused about this whole situation. It's just nice to know. It's nice to have someone that is open about their feelings, whatever. The King of Wands in the reverse is clarifying the 6 of Swords. So yeah, this impulsiveness, haste, ruthless, high expectations. I kind of feel like you move on from the other person in the past. You know, this tortoise that's been taking their time. You're trying to move on from them, okay, but you have a lot of high expectations with it. Or I feel like this energy, that this person that's coming towards you, they could have fire somewhere in their chart, but they're kind of like, they might be like almost expecting you to move on from this person, maybe even brag about it, be like, oh, I got this person, I got them to get their mind off of this other person, whatever, like, oh my god, I did this, I did that, but in reality, that's actually not true, because in the end, they're probably not going to keep you, but they'll have you for a little bit, you know, so they might be a little boastful, a little cocky about it, okay? The Seven of Wands, clarified by the Hierophant in the reverse. So like the Seven of Wands is like that competition, perseverance, and all that. Again, I feel like the people fighting over you, clarified by like, you know, restriction and challenging the status quo. So let's see. That still just reminds me of the whole homewrecker thing, because like this is like, you know, this is like traditional values and all that, like marriage and stuff like that. That's the type of card that it is. And just in the reverse, I just feel like there's gonna be someone that's gonna kind of come in and homewreck you. It's someone that I feel like, you know, you had feelings for them or whatever, but they're gonna try to homewreck you. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna flirt with you behind the scenes and everything. And this other person that's gonna be dating you at the moment is gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? They're gonna know about it. I feel like it's gonna be like a big fight about it, because it's like, it's like, this isn't how it's supposed to be going, you know? And yeah, I just feel like you could be, you know, like the king and queen. It's like, it's someone that you kind of feel like, you know, you're different from them, but you're very similar at the same time in your own right. So it's like, it could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that you're dealing with, that you feel is like, you know, the king to your queen. I do feel like this is like a very, you know, stereotypical female thing, where it's like, oh my god, these guys are fighting over me, kind of like a telenovela type of thing, you know? So I feel like even though, you know, at the surface you might seem different, you know, like elementals, you know, like you're a water sign, they're an earth sign, whatever, like, you know, you're a Queen of Cups, they're a King of Pentacles, where it might feel like you're different, you actually, you know, your uniqueness, like, you know, almost like a polar opposite type of thing, but at the same time you're very similar people. You're very similar, and you actually perfectly balance each other out. Like you feed each other, you know, like you like water to a plant. Like you guys are like really like the unconventional pair that's actually meant to be together, you know? The unlikely pair that's like, you know, you're destined, you're meant to be together. That could also be the Hierophant in the reverse, because it's like, it seems like something that's like challenging the status quo. It could be someone that's like, maybe the hair color is maybe a different race or something, different religion from you. It's just something that makes you feel like you're different. It could be like an age difference too, something like that, because that's like years, okay? But it's just something about you guys, it makes sense, you know? It's almost like you're two pieces of a completely different puzzle, but the pieces happen to be shaped exactly the same. They fit perfectly well together. Even though they're different puzzles, the pieces fit perfectly together. Like they were cut the exact same. You're cut from the same puzzle. You're meant to be together. You might not seem like it on the surface, but you are. Okay? Damn. Now let's just look at this again. So, given what we just read, let's get some clarifying cards. Let's get some times. Let's get some months. Let's get some astral charts, you know? Let's get that. Let's get some other messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle, Tea Leaf Fortune cards. And then after that, this reading will be wrapped up, because this was a long-ass reading, but I don't think any of you guys are opposed to a longer reading, because you get more information for all of you guys, okay? I'm still trying to learn how to shuffle these cards. I just got this yesterday. Alright, so yeah, pile number 3. This whole love triangle thing, like, definitely just seems very heavily about that. So let's just see. What can they know about this? What's going on? What can we get to clarify this? Keep in mind, there are 200 cards in here, so it's like, you know, none of these cards are really repeated unless they're meant to, you know? So yeah, pile number 3. Pay attention to your health. That came out for you. That came out for you. So yeah, pay attention to your health. Get some sleep. Eat healthier. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if that happened for you or for pile number 2. Actually, so let me not say that, because it's a long reading. But like, if you do remember getting this card for your deck, then yes, pay attention to your health. But if you didn't, yeah, same thing. Go get your checkups. You know, watch your dental know, hygiene, eat healthier, get some sleep, you work out a little bit, you know. What else? Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Okay. So yeah, I feel like the first relationship, that first thing, you're probably going to leave them for the other person because it's not meant for you to stay. It's just something that's just going to be for a little while. Beware of greed. Pig. That could literally be like just eat healthier, you know. For some of you it could be like something like you're eating too much sugar, you're eating too much like, you know, saturated foods, whatever. So literally just pay attention to your health. Moon, changes in your life. That is a Pisces symbol, so you could be dealing with the Pisces, and they could be the ones that kind of like start to change some things. Kite, vacation. Okay. The change in your life could be related to vacation or something like that. Maybe like, I'm getting like maybe winter break or something. I love how as I say this months of the year card wanted to kind of come out. So yeah, January. So I feel like maybe these changes are gonna take place like in the month of January for you. Like, you know, you might be in a relationship with this person for a while and then things just gonna kind of start to fizzle out in January. Okay, what else can we pull out? Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Marriage. This is sorrow over a loss. What is that? November. Okay. Pile number 2 also got November, and I feel like they are a Pisces, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. I feel like you could be getting in a relationship with someone in the month of November. So that's gonna happen. It might last from November to January. You guys, I feel like you will break up. I feel like you will. Obviously, it'll be something that, you know, either they'll be upset over or you'll be upset over. It will be something that will be kind of sad when it ends. You know, you will kind of cry over it, but at the same time, I feel like it's a loss for the better, because I feel like look at this, broken ring and marriage. I feel like, you know, it's just someone that, like, you know, technically you could marry them, but you're not really supposed to. I feel like you're going to end up being with someone that you are meant to marry. You know, you're going to, like I said, you're going to end up leaving the other person behind for the person that you're going to end up, like, marrying, you know? Tough decision, very telenovela type of stuff. But, yeah, with the sorrow over a loss, I feel like this is more their energy, though. Like, they might be very upset, like, for losing you, you know? Like, after you guys break up, after you break up with them, they're gonna be really upset, you know? I don't really think this has to do with, like, you know, death or anything like that. You know, for some of you it could be maybe like a loss of, like, you know, someone or something, but I'm not really getting that the way how this is all kind of coming out. I just feel like the sorrow over the loss is just like this relationship. Like, you might kind of feel like, oh, is that the one that got away? But in reality, I don't think it really is. I think it's just like, I think things are just gonna play out how they're going to play out. Okay. Also, maybe even like a year from November, yeah, like a year from now, or, well, it's too early in October, so like November, next year November, you could be getting married, you know? You could be getting married to this other person, you know? But I'm just feeling like, because because pile number 2, something about November was very prevalent. Your birthday could be in November as well, but something was very prevalent in November for pile number 2, and I did see that they could have been a Pisces, so I just feel like it could be something that, like, this whole thing is going to start in November and end in January, and then a new thing is going to start in January, and that's going to lead to, like, marriage and everything like that. But that other person is going to be really upset over losing you, or the situation. All right, so keep those dates in mind. Obviously this is a general reading, but, like, they do get very, very specific. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Ooh, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Damn. All right, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this new setup. I think it looks a lot clearer, a lot nicer. Now it's going to take me 2 years to upload this. I'll see you next time.